All right, but now we want to get a check-in on your forecast, and Alex is in our AR/VR set. Hi, Alex. I think it's your first time over there.
It is. Hi, Sheba.
Hi.
I'm so excited. You know, we have been rehearsing, we have been practicing, and we are here, of course, to show and debut our brand new set to you. How cool does this look? Of course, we're able to, forecast the weather in a completely interactive way, and we're going to show you all of that. I'm going to open up this wall here behind me. You can see a live look from our Mount Wilson camera. It's beautiful. It is sunny as we look at the San Gabriel Valley, and the story here has been all about the heat, and the heat is going to continue as we head into this afternoon. We've got heat advisories across inland Orange County, across the Inland Empire. Why? Because temperatures this afternoon will soar into the 90s and triple digits. So that is away from the coastline. We're talking temperatures as you move inland, 90s in areas like Anaheim, upper 80s in Anaheim, I should say. As we move into the Inland Empire, that is where we will feel temperatures soar into the 90s and triple digits. And the thing is, the heat advisory with us until 8 o'clock tonight, because temperatures in the overnight hours didn't cool off too much, so we're not seeing as much relief in the overnight hours. Huntington Beach, take a look at the temperature difference, what we will feel at the coastline, mid-70s in Huntington Beach. As we move northward into Los Angeles, temperatures hugging the coastline in the 70s. Meanwhile, San Gabriel Valley, even downtown, high 80s to 90s. Woodland Hills, another round of 90s this afternoon. And Malibu in the 70s heading into this afternoon. So again, if you're looking to beat the heat, the place to be is going to be the coastline, as we are talking about much more comfortable temperatures there. I want to move forward and show you our temperatures compared to average, because we are well above average. Feeling temperatures in the high 80s across Los Angeles. Average is in the high 70s. Burbank low 90s this afternoon, 100 in Riverside compared to our average of 87. Santa Ana in the mid 80s, and Lancaster coming in at 106 degrees. Temperatures warming up pretty significantly as we move through the next 4 hours. So we will transition from 70s to 80s, and then even 80s to 90s by the lunchtime hour in San Bernardino. So lots of sunshine, temperatures on the warmer side. That's going to continue, all thanks to this ridge of high pressure. But I do have big changes in store as this ridge moves out of here. High pressure moves out, trough of low pressure coming in, and that is going to help enhance onshore flow for us locally, bringing us some cooler temperatures. So we do have some rain chances well to the north of us. No rain chances in Southern California, but we will feel those effects from the onshore flow. It's going to bring in the marine layer clouds and, of course, cooler temperatures, too. So that is the good news if you're not a big fan of the heat. LA, Orange County, temperatures high 80s today, again, well above average. Temperatures will sink down to the 70s as we move into this weekend and even to start off next week. So temperatures will hold steady, a little closer to average as we move into the weekend and next week. Valleys feeling temperatures as hot as 101 today. Another round of triple-digit heat. Mid-90s as we head into Thursday. First official day of summer is on Friday. Temperatures in the high 80s, and we'll feel temperatures hold to the 80s as we move into much of the weekend and, of course, into next week, too. Inland Empire, 100 degrees this afternoon. Temperatures sink down to the 90s, so still warm tomorrow, just not as hot as what we have been feeling the past few days, down into the 80s. So the good news is relief is in sight if you live in the valleys or the Inland Empire. Across the desert communities, as hot as 106 today. Up in the mountains, we're feeling temperatures in the 80s, and along the coastline, high 70s this afternoon, and we'll continue to hold into the 70s as we move into this weekend and into next week. We'll send it back to you.